Howdy, howdy, happy Saturday. How's everybody? How's everybody's week been so far? Schedule's a little wonky today, but that's par for the course. It's not as wonky as it was last time, though, I'll say. Are we on? It is not refreshed on my live yet. Give me a sign that I exist at the moment. Also, did I... It's on low, not ultra low. That's fine. It'll be fine. Let's see. Alright, now I can see me. Alright. So, we shall proceed. If there's something wrong, you'll let me know. What's up, Bianca? How are you? Sorry not be able to make the live today because I'm going to a birthday party, so I have to miss the live. Sorry. All good. Enjoy the birthday party. Enjoy the real world. Have fun. No apologies necessary. Why do I have 3 questions? What's your favorite duo from season 5 of Stranger Things? Robin and Will. What's your favorite couple? Probably Lucas and Max. Favorite duo from season 5? I mean, that's kind of the same question as the first one. I'm going to stick with what I said. Robin and Will. Let's see, what do I think about the Hazbin Hotel? Like, about the hotel itself or the show? I love the show. The hotel, I mean, it works. It's swanky. It's a vibe. It's probably, I mean, the show itself is one of my favorite things in this universe right now. So, I love it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you. Hell yeah. Is it your birthday? Is it someone's birthday? Is it my birthday? Whose birthday is it? George was fritzing over here, apparently. Scott kicking us off with a super chat, and I'm pretty sure you've asked this already once before, multiple times. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. Do you like U.S. Agent and Ghost as characters? Are you excited to see them in Avengers Doomsday? Yes, yes, and yes. I mean, of course. I think Ghost was a really interesting character. I love her ability. I love the way I love the effects of it. I love the way that she uses it. She's just a fascinating, heartbreaking, broken character. And as much of a dick as he kind of was, I also understand a lot of the pressure that Walker was under. He's also a very complex character. I really enjoyed like his entire downfall to maybe return to form. But yeah, of course, I would definitely be excited to see them come back. Howdy, howdy, Christian. How are you? I'm doing good. Good so far. So, James Gunn has denied that Paradise Lost has been canceled. I saw that as well this week. He said that definitely not. Jesus, I go to Threads for the first time in weeks, and it's just one insanely wrong thing after another. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that as well. What's up, Skelly? How are you? We made it Saturday. Thank goodness. I was waiting for the weekend. Everybody's waiting for the weekend. We'll change that up. What's up, Shano? How are you and the cats? Cats are good so far. It's finally warming up outside. However, our plumbing problems persist. That does not affect the cats, though. Not necessarily, at least. AK, happy birthday, by the way. You look so young. Why is everybody saying happy birthday? Is there something wrong with my stream title or something? Except for the date, which apparently, hold up. Why is the date wrong again? How many, why does it keep, oh my God. StreamYard is pissing me off. How many of these are fucked up? is what happens when you copy and paste something and you don't check it beforehand. I think I've updated them all now. Maybe that was a coy way to remind me that I fucked up the stream title? I don't know. Anyway, let's get this back up in here. Let's see. You look so long and cool for your age. Which is your favorite Funko Pop and which Funko Pop wish listed? I don't have any wish list Funko Pops right now. I'm pretty stocked on my Funkos at the moment. Though I did just buy the Lucifer one that just dropped, the Hazbin Hotel one. Favorite one overall, it's probably my Vaxildan Funko at this point. It's probably one of the rarer ones that I have. Favorite duo in Stranger Things is between Will and Robin or Will and Mike. Favorite couple in Stranger Things has been Lucas and Max, and Hopper and Joyce. Hopper and Joyce. I take it back. Hopper and Joyce is my favorite couple. Who are my favorite? For whatever reason, I was just thinking about the kids. Who are your favorite supporting characters in the Boondocks? I saw this when I was getting ready for the stream, and I was like thinking about it for a little bit. I would probably go like supporting cast members, like official supporting cast by the categories online is like Uncle Ruckus and the Dubois family, which I like them all. I mean, Uncle Ruckus is hilarious, but I would probably go with, like, if we're looking at the larger cast, Stinkmeaner and a Pip named Slickback are always going to get a laugh out of me. You want to see the Lucifer one? Things are falling. Ow! Don't you dare move. I'll worry about that later. There we go. It's right there. Is it focusing? It's focusing. Those monitor buddies, they need like adhesive. They do not actually function properly. Not properly. I mean, there's no other way to really do it other than maybe a magnet or some kind of adhesive. They do not. If you bump your desk, it's all going to hell. I have them lined up on the shelf instead because they can't actually sit on my monitors. So and it's still like they not fall over all the damn time. Let's see. What's up, Hazbin? Finally pre-ordered Resident Evil Requiem, and man, I can't wait to return to Raccoon City. Me either, man. Me either. Dude, I'm so excited. I got my pre-order. I've got everything locked and loaded and ready to go for that one. I hope the rumors of Code Veronica remake are true. Me too, man. I really do think they'll eventually remake everything, though they seem absolutely adamant that they are not going to put one on the RE engine, which is already, like we've talked about enough, is going to isolate so many new people to the games from ever going back and playing the last one, the original game. Hey there. There are a lot of banana jokes in your heated rivalry reactions 3+4. I just kept belly laughing. You kept firing and firing. It was a good change from the bittersweet taste of the episodes. Yeah, definitely needed to kind of brighten up the mood just a tad. Those ones were soul shattering in a lot of ways. They were fun, they were playful, but they were also like, you know, shit. You know, no one got a happy ending in either episode, as much as there was a lot of great moments. As far as emotional gut punches, man, episode 5, man, episode 5. How are the cats? Cats are good, Jazzy. Thank you, thank you. Games are getting so expensive these days. I think most I spent on a game was for Star Wars Outlaws, Survivor, Spider-Man 2, Hogwarts Legacy. Big open world games are more expensive. Makes sense. Agreed. I mean, as everything inflates, and as technology gets more dense, as games get more dense, unfortunately, it's only natural that the price of games is going to go up to match and compensate. Otherwise, there's not going to be any forward momentum with the gaming industry right now. It's hit a little bit of a plateau. But I think if you're getting like hundreds of hours out of a game, it's kind of worth it in the end. I've been having an X-Men marathon to get ready for Avengers Doomsday in December. I'm currently on X2 and ending off very soon with Deadpool and Wolverine. Talking about marathons, I'm in the middle of a Scrubs binge. Not for the channel, not for anything, because I'm going to probably try to cover the revival when it comes out, because they just dropped that on us in the wake of all this, and I really, really want to watch that. So I'm probably going to watch that when it comes out. But I'm also like just kind of like playing it while I'm doing other stuff, so I can kind of keep up and just keep chugging on through. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for that. I've heard great things about it. Whoa, growing the beard looks good. If you can call this a beard, thank you. What's up, Gavin? Hope your weekend is good. Also, did you see the House of the Dragon season 3 trailer? I'm really excited. I did. I didn't react to it because I don't know. I just didn't really feel like it. I don't know. I mean, the trailer itself it was awesome, but I didn't really even after I watched it, I was like, I don't know if I had anything crazy to say about this. Ooh, big dragon fire go boom. Ooh, yeah. I mean, yeah. No, I mean, it is what it is, man. I think a lot of it is too because I'm just like, after A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I'm just kind of like, all right, House of the Dragon. I guess it's coming back. What's up, it's Isaac. It's been a hot minute, dude. Welcome back. It has been a quite a beat. I like the background song. It's like old school. I listened during study exams back then. It is the lo-fi cover of I Will Be Okay. What's up, Sabrina? Thank you for the super sticker. Even if StreamYard doesn't want to show it, it's a big old winky face. For those who, unfortunately, I mean, you can see it in the chat panel. It's not going to show up on the pop-up, sadly. Here we are. There we go. Let's see. Cautiously optimistic for House of the Dragon Season 3, despite Season 2's ending. How it ended with Alicent betraying her family, which isn't something Book Alicent would do. Yeah, I'm really curious how it's all meant to play out. Again, I haven't actually read Fire and Blood. So I don't know all the changes. I just know the eventual inevitable outcome. That's about it. We got George back again. What's with the happy birthday stuff? Can somebody enlighten me? Why multiple people wound up saying that? Seems like we'll get at least 2 or 3 battles in House of the Dragon Season 3. There would need to be, because with them ending at Season 4, they need to more actual war happening. That's true. Like the announcement that Season 4 will be the end of the story. Kind of crazy. I didn't expect it to end so soon, to be honest. Someone say happy birthday in chat, so I said happy birthday in chat. Oh, okay. I'm just curious as to how that kicked off then. Yes, I did. I just ended up ordering it off Hot Topics website. I've got Charlie and Vaggie right now. I do not have Alistair and Angel, nor the variants of some of them, because there is Demon Charlie and Exorcist Vaggie as alts you can get. It's the guy, Lucy. Thank you so much for showing. Once they announced that K-pop Demon Hunters Funko Pops was going to be a thing a few months ago, I had to get it. $70-something went down the drain, but hey, it's worth it. Their VAs, like their non-singing VAs, are going to be at Level Up Expo, and you could pre-order autographs, and you could just do like a regular signing with like a print, or they offered an option to get a Funko from them, and they will sign. And I was like, well, shit, I'll do that. So I did get the 3 Huntrix Funkos, which they will be signed by. I'm so excited for that because there's a lot of interesting things this year as far as like stuff like that. Critical Role is going to be there. Well, everybody from Critical Role, but Ashley. Obviously, it's a huge Hellverse convention, and I'm expecting some pretty crazy, at least some major announcements there. That's typically what they hold off for, to announce things at Level Up. Excited to see everybody again there for that. But the Japanese VA for Naruto, I met Miley Flanagan not too long ago, the English VA, but the Japanese VA is going to be here, and I'm so excited for that. That's so cool to me. What's up, Tilly? Why did I say Tilly? Tia Lily. What's up, Tia? How are you? Such a cutie. Need that Lucifer Funko. I'm gonna miss the live today. It's officially my baby sister's birthday party. She's officially turning 4. I have 3 questions. Have you seen the new Ben 10 comic? Nope. I'm not a Ben 10 guy, not a huge one. Have I seen the new Owl House comic? I've seen that it exists and that it is coming out. Yes, I did retweet about that. That is something I'm really looking forward to. And the last one, what cat is your Waddles? Which one would be the one who just eats the smart stuff? Who just eats random shit? I mean, I don't know, man. It'd either be Percy, because he's a little not all there, just to begin with, but also Indy, is constantly chewing on things he shouldn't be chewing on, but like actually Percy will eat shit he's not supposed to eat. So probably Percy. Ty. Resident Evil hype is so back. I know, right? Oh, that was the one you retracted. You corrected yourself. Excited for Scream 7 next week. I think about it. We got RE9, Monarch, Legacy of Monsters Season 2, Scream 7, all coming out next Friday. Holy shit, I am hyped. Out of those, the only things I am looking forward to is RE9 and Monarch. Dude, Monarch looks like... it looks like it should be a movie. Like about them, like assembling Godzilla and Kong to fight this new kaiju that they accidentally unleashed as a result of everything that happened in Season 1. Sounds like it should be a setup for the film. But I'm so hyped for that, man. Holy shit. I think the next 2 remakes are Code Veronica 0 and then RE5, maybe 6. I have heard the rumors of 0, 5, and Veronica, so anything is possible right now as far as that goes. Who up being potato paste right now? We're all potato paste. It's in our hearts. It's who we are, you know, potato paste. What's up, Charlotte? How's your weekend? Good so far. What'd you think of the new Spider-Man, Super Mario Galaxy? How the hell did I mess that up? Movie trailer when you watched it. I mean, I'll be honest. It was like, eh. I saw like somebody like point out that like one of the characters that was like cut off in one shot looks like Star Fox. If Star Fox is, if fucking Fox McCloud is in this movie, immediately, the movie is going to shoot up on my list so much. But outside of that, I mean, I like the first one enough, but I mean, the trailer hasn't done anything to wow me, so we'll see what happens. So I thought it was your birthday, so I apologize, my friend. I didn't know. It's all good. Somebody else confused you. Scrubs is so good. Yes, it is, man. I forgot, like, obviously I remember like all of the the emotional gut punch episodes, but I didn't realize that almost every episode has an emotional gut punch. Also, I forgot how, maybe I didn't realize it at the time, but as an adult now, I'm like, JD is kind of the worst. Like, at the time, I was like, dude, JD's my favorite. He's the awesomest. He's the bestest. He's still probably, no, Dr. Cox is probably my favorite character. But JD's kind of an asshole, dude. Holy shit. I'm almost done with season 4 right now, so I'm past the halfway point, because after season 4, all the seasons are significantly shorter. Fire, yeah. Caveman, probably. My favorite supporting characters are Jin Rummy, the blonde guy, voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, Tom Dubois, and Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus, I've seen the VAs. Dude, they are hilarious on stage. Like, when you get, like, that crew together, he is fucking... The shit he comes up he just ad-libs is hilarious. Also, I forgot Sam Jackson was in there. Least favorite MCU hero? I don't know, man. That's one, there's just so many. It's to pick like one that's at the bottom. I mean, if they count maybe any of the Eternals, barring Makari, because Makari's badass. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. No, just pick an Eternal. Throw a dart at the board, pick an Eternal. Haven't been on stream lately because I've been hella tired from work, but today I said, fuck it. I want to talk some news with Omni because it's been a minute. Hey, if you need to rest, you need to rest. But then again, who am I to talk? I never listen to my own advice when it comes to that front. Wait, I want to play Happy Birthday. Oh my God, you're funny. Nintendo Switch games are more expensive than before, like Mario Party Jamboree was like $50. Now it's $65 in Canada. Or sorry, what did I say there? $76.99 in Canada. Like Metroid Prime was 99 cents. Switch One with tax, or $99, not 99 cents. $110 with the Switch 2. That's crazy. I think Nintendo charging that much is absurd because their games are never that complicated, except for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Those are the only ones I could make a good argument for being that pricey. I'm glad First Step skipped the origin story for the F4, just bring them into the MCU straightforward, right onto the Avengers film. Kind of agree as well. I just want Kristen Cole gone from the show, man. Will you be reacting when it releases in June? I most certainly will. They did not announce the day yet. My guess is going to be June 14th or 21st. I mean, we'll see. I like darker characters like US Agents. He's one of my favorites. I wouldn't even call him like a dark character. He's just an anti-hero in a lot of ways. I only have one Funko, and it's Season 1 11 because someone gave it to me in high school for my birthday, but she's chilling. Hell yeah. When it comes to Stranger Things ones, I think I only have 2. No, I got 3. I've got Season 2 Hopper, Eddie with the guitar, and Season 4 Steve. Am I excited for The Mandalorian and Grogu? The Slash trailer was better than any of the ones we've had prior. It has not instilled hype into me yet. I'm going to watch it. I'm probably even going to wait to react to it, considering we've covered all of The Mandalorian on the channel, and I would like to, well, not all of it. I don't think I didn't react to Season 1, right? I started with Season 2. What did I do? How did that work? Did I react to Season 1? Oh, I did. Okay, I just don't have full links for Season 1. That's what I was thinking of. That's what I was getting confused of. I've got my entire coverage of it on the channel, so I will probably wait for it to come out on to where I can watch it at home, though. What's up, Tactile? How are you? Have a great stream, my brother. You as well. Sorry you can't stay, but enjoy your weekend and have fun, whatever you get yourself into. Still seeing if I can go to level up. The trip and the money aside, to splurge there a lot. Might not, but I got a bigger chance with LA Comic-Con. Dude, you should come to level up if you can afford it. No, I mean, don't break yourself. Weirdly enough, and I don't know, it's closer now, but hotel prices went down. I mean, it was when I booked my hotel this year for the same amount of days at the same hotel. It was literally half the price of what I paid last year. And I've heard that Vegas, the tourism's been down a lot over the last 2 years, and I wonder if that had anything to do with it, or if it was just like, and I feel like I did it just as early last year too when I booked it, because I really wanted to get a close hotel like I did. So I don't know how much that factored in. So I don't know. I'd take a look at the prices. I mean, even by like normal city standards, it is still pretty. It's not like New York City pricey. Those have been, when I looked at those were pretty pricey, but do what you can. I'd love to see and meet you guys if anybody is going out there. And I don't think I'm going to be able to make, I definitely don't think I'll be able to do LA Comic-Con this year, but maybe I can plan for that next year. When even is it this year? Dates coming soon. None yet. I mean, maybe if it's like in the later part of the year, it might be doable. As long as it doesn't overlap with anything else. Oh, it was a happy birthday for the baby sister. The birthdays from earlier was somebody just came into the chat and said happy birthday for some reason. But there is a birthday for someone's baby sister, so that turned out to be somewhat relevant. What's up, Cat? OPLA season 2 is coming in less than 3 weeks. I wish there was more marketing content from Netflix. There's a lot of social media push. There's a lot of stuff they've been releasing on like Instagram and TikTok, stuff with the cast and whatnot. But other than that, there hasn't really been a whole lot. Am I going to be reacting to Monarch season 2 next week, or due to the schedule of the reactions is going to be delayed? I'm planning on reacting to it next week. That's one of the ones I have listed in my rotation. I don't know practically how that's going to actually play out once everything starts to get real nuts, but I'm planning on at least going right into it. Lucky Duck, my Funko Pops haven't arrived in time when I saw the Arden, who's Rumi, and May, who's Mira, because that was in New York Comic Con. My Funko Pops were estimated to arrive January of this year, and you still haven't got them yet. That sucks. It's wild how shit like that works. I mean, I just checked an old order of mine because I saw like a random post advertising this Final Fantasy item that I had pre-ordered a long time ago. I was like, I did pre-order this, right? And because it had been so long, I forgot about it. I saw some other store posting about it. So I went to check my order, and it's still processing, even though the item released last September. So I'm like, the fuck is my thing? I'm glad I checked on that, but I haven't gotten an answer back yet. If you got another cat, would you ever name him or her Aegon? I don't know. I don't know if Aegon would be a name I would immediately leap towards. There's quite a few other ones I would probably lean into first. Hazbin Hotel is way better than Hell of a Boss in my opinion, and that's your opinion. I feel like it's the other way around. At least with my personal investment, I'm more interested in Hell of a Boss's story than I am with Hazbin Hotel. I would say Hazbin Hotel has more hype around it, maybe because it is more grandiose, cinematic, larger, spectacle based. And I'm intrigued and captivated by it, but Hell of a Boss is where like my heart and soul live. Castlevania is back with a brand new game. Can't wait. Never, like I've said a couple times, I'm not a huge like Metroidvania kind of guy, but that game looked pretty sick. That's what everybody's saying. Hearing that the new X-Men movie is going to start filming soon, around late 2026. Hope they don't rush towards the X-Men. They take their time. Well, I mean, we're going to be seeing them pop up anyway in multiple things, so it makes sense to be gearing up for that, at least by this point. The fuck is potato paste? We were going off on how stupid modern like meme slang is, like with the whole 6'7" thing. I was like, that's so dumb. Like that doesn't mean anything. I might as well say potato paste. And that became a channel in joke one stream. Favorite KH boss fight? If we're talking like mainline story boss fights, probably the one with Roxas. The duel inside Sora's heart where you duel Roxas. One, throwing that in final mix and upping the difficulty out of nowhere like that was rude, but it made for such an epic fucking moment. I think a good strong second, again, story-wise, I'd probably go with Xemnas. If we're talking everything, Lingering Will, probably. Yazora's the hardest boss in any game I've ever played ever, including any and every Soulsborne game I've ever touched. Nothing touches that fucking fight. And so it's definitely the hardest, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite, because there's nothing cooler visually than fighting Terra's lingering, revenge-ridden armor that's come to life to try to kill you. It's our brain rot, potato paste. What's up, Ava? Hope you're having a good weekend. Just heading out for a friend's dinner, but I wanted to quickly pop in and say hi. Well, welcome. Enjoy the dinner. If you have, I'm gonna try to end at 6, but hopefully we see you soon before that. Maybe make it back in time. If not, we'll catch you next weekend. But enjoy your dinner, have fun, and thanks for stopping in all the same. Did I hear Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer might be releasing next March? I mean, it's all like speculation. It's all people making educated guesses. That's about it right now. No one really seems to actually know. Bro casually just did the 6-7 pose when saying potato paste. Yep, that's part of the joke. I mean, I don't know that I've actually done the like hand thing before, but it was based off of the 6-7 dumb shit. What's up, Jerb? Godzilla will return in Avengers Doomsday. That would be insane. That would be so wild. Because we were talking about 6-7 was stupid and it made no sense, and we said potato paste, so we now we say potato paste with the hand gestures. Start my replay of RE2 remake. Have you replayed it recently, Omni? If you needed a refresher before RE Requiem. 2 and 3, the Raccoon City Chronicles of it all. Not the actual game Raccoon City Chronicles, but the actual Raccoon City based games, even the Arclay Mountain stuff. Like 1, 2, and 3, I don't, even 4 even. The first 4 games, I don't think I need a refresher on. 6, though, I do think I need to rewatch it. I've never actually played it through myself. I was going to try to do that before this one. I never finished it, rather. I did start it a couple times, but I had issues with the game, bugs and stuff. And I just checked out and got bored and quit. So I need to probably catch up on that, and then Dead Island I wanna watch, because that's the most recent depiction of Leon so far in the universe. But I don't really remake 2. I mean 2, 3, and 4, 5. They're all pretty fresh in my mind. Watched Chris Pine's Dungeons & Dragons last night. First time in ages. I think it's one of the most underrated films of the recent years. I completely agree. That movie is fucking phenomenal. Can't believe Paramount is still trying to get their hands on Netflix. Warner Brothers. But yeah, they are not backing down, man. Stay away from the internet because Trophy List just leaked for RE Requiem and significant spoilers. Stayed away as best as I can. Not just the Trophy List, the full game. People have gotten early codes to the game or got their hands on the game. There are actual full-on... There's gameplay and plot leaks out there. I haven't seen anything. I've just heard people, and even an official statement from Capcom talking about warning people about stuff for Requiem being out in the wild. Demon Slayer is the best anime. Fight me. I've never seen it. I mean, I've seen 13 minutes of Infinity Castle when I was at San Diego Comic-Con because someone in our group needed to cover it, and I got kind of short-strawed into covering it. And the 13 minutes I saw was absolutely fucking wicked. The whole thing was such a vibe. So it is one I definitely want to watch one of these days. But so I can't really speak on it personally. My personal favorite anime manga centric universe is Naruto. But I will admit the anime is in desperate need of like a streamlining or a remake. I ended up just reading the manga the whole way through because the anime just started like really irritating me at times. But yeah. Let's see. So looking forward to seeing more set leaks for Shogun Season 2. I haven't seen any leaks for it. I'm just excited for Shogun Season 2 either way. Okay, if you didn't read my comment, but not even like hi to me, all right, I'm not hurt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Elisa. I apologize. Let's see. Oh, what was that? Did you know that Patreon allows downloads for offline viewing now? I did not. That's a new little thing. I'll have to look at that. That was like one of the drawbacks of switching from Vimeo, I felt, to Patreon. Though, no, I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. I was gonna say, yeah. There are only two things that would disappoint me about Requiem is one, if Ada never shows up. Two, if we don't visit the ruins of the orphanage with Sherry. I'm sure we'll go to the orphanage. I don't know how involved Sherry's gonna be. I'm almost 100% certain she's going to be involved. I think everybody that was there in Raccoon City when that happened has to, except for Chris and Jill. One, Chris was never there, but Jill is also immune, so it doesn't affect her at all. But Ada, Sherry, most certainly have to pop up. Maybe even some other little cameos from Outbreak. I know some things because, I mean, it's been shown. I mean, it's been in the trailers. They've talked about it, the devs and stuff. So there are some things that I already know that maybe you don't. So I'm going to keep it to myself, just in case. But it is public information. It wasn't leaked or anything like that. I still remember when Christopher did that dance, and that dance inspired the Fortnite dance. Yeah, I mean, that happens a lot too. Did I see the Mummy trailer? It looks creepy. I actually haven't watched that trailer yet. I have not. Who do you think would be the main villain for Hazbin Season 3? I think it's going to be Alistair, dude. From everything they've said so far, I think it's 100% either going to be Alistair or Loot's going to be Season 4. I think the main antagonist is from what's been said is going to be Alistair. For the season, at least. Might get me banned for this, but I can't believe Trump's ear shooting wasn't nominated for an... Let's be real. Those visual effects were not that good. The acting wasn't that good, but some people still bought it. That's fucking hilarious. Also, words cannot express how much I'm looking forward to your next reaction to Gravity Falls. When people say that, sorry, Tia, because I can't remember on the next one on Patreon or the next one on the channel. What's up, Avery? Glad I was hop on while you were live. First, are you guarding? Are you guarding your loins for the last season of Good Omens? And secondly, what's your favorite part of the Ineffable Husbands so far? Dude, I cannot fucking wait to see how... I don't know how they're going to wrap it all up in one 90-minute episode, though. But we'll see. I'm excited for it, man. Especially after the end of season 2. I'm really excited for it. As far as my favorite part of it, I don't know, man. I think all of the entire, I don't know, dude. The entirety of that cold open of just season 3, getting episode 3 and season 1, that entire like run through for like 30-40 minutes of just them through history is probably still one of my favorite pieces of all of it. And then the expansion to the one with the Blitz, with the zombies in season 2 was also a lot of fun. Just seeing them just kind of like gallivant and have fun, and the Crowleyisms. How are RAM, SSD, and GPU prices where you live? Way more than MSRP? I haven't looked recently, but I'm willing to hazard a guess because one, MSRP prices have gone up as well, but I'm almost positive they're being oversold right now. But I haven't looked in a minute. I mean, I did have to swap out RAM, and the RAM when I bought it didn't seem too egregious compared to what I remember it being. My motherboard and my CPU, though, I spent like $800 on to replace both. Sorry, no, I didn't replace that. With the RAM and my CPU that I had to replace was $800. So it was like $600 for my processor, and then it was like $2 something for the RAM that I got last time. SSDs I feel like have gotten real cheap though. Did I read Spider-Man Brand New Day synopsis? I did indeed. By the way, I'm on season 3 of the Boondocks, and the latest episode is out. I saw was Stink Meter 3, the Hatocracy. These Stink Meter episodes are so damn good. Don't think I bring myself to pay more than $60 for a regular game. It really just depends on the game, man. I do think there are a lot of games, even like back when that was the normal price, that I think justifiably could have charged more. Wasn't Valve's Steam machine shelved due to component shortages? Yeah, I haven't looked into that just yet. I just saw like a headline the other day saying no more Steam Decks, and I haven't looked into it. But I mean, with everything going on in the world right now, economically and politically, you know, certain decisions have caused shortages. Certain decisions have burned our bridges with where a lot of our supplies used to come from, or made those even more difficult. I'm not shocked that this is gonna, it's just gonna get worse. I feel like feel the pain in my chest when I spend even £5 on a game. What? 60 would kill you? $5 on a video game? What are you buying? Like Pong? The term anti-hero does not make sense. One can either be a hero or a villain. I mean, it's a official term, so suck it up and go with it. I'm not playing any games here. He is an anti-hero by definition. Eternals is arguably the worst MCU movie. So boring, hella confusing, and the people who hated Love and Thunder liked Eternals, and people who hated Eternals like Love and Thunder. I disagree that it's the worst MCU movie. I think they're just some of the least interesting characters in the grand scheme of all of these characters that we have. I thought the movie was really good. And Thor and Love and Thunder is trash. In my opinion, I hate Thor Love and Thunder. It's so bad. Like, Thor Love and Thunder is the worst, in my opinion, the worst, hands down by far, MCU film. Like, it's not, like, Dark World is better than Thor and Love and Thunder in my book. Super excited for your dairy reaction tomorrow. Features something we've all been waiting 5 episodes for. Reminder, I've been done with dairy for 2 weeks now on Patreon, where you can watch some of those episodes already. Actually, I mean, if you're a legendary, you can watch all of them, but they're all, I'm just saying, like, they're all recorded, they're all out there. Anyway, I'm going to be at Monster Mania Con in New Jersey to see the kids from Welcome to Dairy, and I'm going to Awesome Con in whatever the fuck it is, to see the actor who played Vecna. Awesome Con, I went 1 year just for Hayden Christensen. I haven't gone back yet. I just did a day. I just went up for a day and then came back. It was cool. It wasn't like huge con-wise. I haven't looked at it this year. I haven't actually looked at their lineups in a minute. I did see this because there's apparently I've learned that there's multiple Monster Mania cons a year. I think they do it twice a year. And I did see that a lot of, if not all of the kids from Welcome to Derry are going to be there at this upcoming one. Linda Hamilton's there, a bunch of other people are there. Probably not going to make it to that one. But, oh yeah, that's the one that's in New Jersey. That's why. I went to the one that was in Pennsylvania. Maybe that's why. They do one at each spot. Kind of like GalaxyCon, but Monster Mania Con. Okay, anyway. But yeah, I saw that too. I've met Jamie Campbell Bower. He's sweet dude. So if you manage to make it, go for it. What's up, Ronan? How are you? Howdy. Having a good weekend. I think the Vedas tourism going down is another thing, and it's definitely another reason I'm not going. Enemy territory. Spooky. Huh? I'm confused by that last little bit, unless there's something I don't know about. I feel like the marketing for Mando and Grogu has been pretty lax until now. Yeah, that's an understatement. K3 would have been the perfect happy ending for the defeat of Master Xehanort, but they stupidly had to make Kyrie lose her heart again, and at the end, a cliffhanger. Love 3, except for that stupid part. I mean, I love it, and we knew going into 3 that wasn't the end of the story. So, I mean, that was something that had been known and talked about from, I mean, when it was announced, even before it was announced. That sounds like an expectation problem. Because story, everything else wise, I feel like it all kind of adds up, lines up, or works. Because it was just the end of this section with the road was long, like far from being done. And I mean, I knew that going into it. This wasn't the end. And I felt like most people who kept up with everything, at least, knew that this was going to tee up the next stage, the next phase. It was never, ever planned to be the end of the franchise. And even before it was announced, that was out in the ether. I mean, yeah, sure, they could have ended it, but there's so much still left unanswered, still so many things left unexplored. There's still so many things about Xehanort we still don't even know. Like there's if we just ended it there, that would leave so many things unanswered or unexplored. Thoughts of Chris Hemsworth saying he's sticking around as Thor for a little bit longer. I mean, hell yeah, why not? Go for it. If they can keep that interesting, and maybe course correct a little bit, I'm there for it. I mean, I love him as Thor when the movie's not painfully annoying. I feel like the season 3 of God, I almost did it, House of the Dragon. I feel we'll like season 3 House of the Dragon more than season 2 because more action. But remember, George says it's not my story anymore, which makes me a little bit less excited. Yeah, that did really bum me out. That it's heading down a road that has no resemblance really to the source material at all. It's kind of unfortunate. It's like, honestly, it's real unfortunate. Do you have any thoughts on McKenna Grace being cast as Daphne for the Netflix series? I forgot that there was a Netflix series coming out. I mean, I like her as an actor, so sure, why not? Go for it. Oh, I got the Funko Pops. Oh, okay, so they finally did show up. That's good. Ginger, what's up? Do you think watching your heated rival reactions tomorrow on the plane would be questionable? No. I mean, anything super spicy is not shown, so I mean, I don't see why it shouldn't be a problem unless you're talking about the full lengths. Just tilt your phone away from anyone else's eyes and you should be fine. I have to go to prepare my dinner: scalloped potato for roast chicken with roast asperg and carrot. So what's your drink, by the way? It's a Moscato. Gotta go. Good night, everybody, and thank you for answering my questions tonight. See ya. Take it easy. Enjoy your chicken, man. Enjoy your dinner. Sounds lovely. Since it's not in the book, my guess is that the deal Allison makes with Rhaenyra will go wrong. I definitely, from the trailer, the way the trailer played, it looks like she made that deal with Allison. She's on her way back, and when she gets back, everything is falling apart to the point where she can't actually uphold the deal. That's what I think is going to happen. What did you think of the trailers that came out this week? I mean, the Mando and Grogu one was interesting. It was a lot better than the other ones. I still have no idea what the movie's about. House of the Dragon. I mean, it looks action-packed. You saw Daemon doing some cool shit. Dragons, fire, war. I'm excited for that, at least. A little more action than season 2. Those are the only 2 trailers that I can remember actually watching this week. Lily coming in with a bomb. Thank you so much again for your amazing contributions. Again, the kiddies will love it. They never fail to do so. I was in Glendale at the theater festival. The show helped with the costumes. The show I helped with the costumes for was invited to be showed. I remember I showed you pictures of the costumes I made a while ago. By the way, give the kittens a big hug for me. That's awesome. I'm glad you were able to, you kind of got an in through that. That's so cool. Keep up the fantastic fucking work. And yes, all the cats will get a massive hug, as always, from you. But yeah, thank you again, as always. And have fun, man. Keep killing it. Keep killing it. Now, where did I leave off? God damn it. Where did I... Oh, where... God damn it. Oh my God. There's a lot more chat than I expected here. Here we go. Wanted to let you know that I appreciate you. Hope you're taking care of your mental and emotional health. Never feel guilty for taking a step back or taking care of yourself. You're important. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate whenever anybody makes the suggestion. I don't always listen, and I end up paying for it at some point or the other. And when I desperately need it, I will try to let everybody know. I am a little nervous about this upcoming couple of months, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to try my best to prioritize not destroying myself this spring come summer. Just found out that Stranger Things Tales from 85 spinoff is coming April 13th. Wait, what? I thought it was coming out like in the fall. Everything is premiering the first half of this year. Are you serious? No, this that I'm seeing says April 23rd. I mean, it's still April. That's still... Fuck, man. God damn it, dude. You know what? Who knows? I might not cover that outright after all the bullshit that was going on with the... with season 5. Might just wait to get around to that one. What kind of suit do you want for Carol to have in Doomsday? I don't know. I mean, something that looks even remotely closer to the comic suit. I mean, I don't really... That's not the question. I don't even know how to answer that question. Love you, Scott. I'm sorry. I just don't know how to answer that question. That's way too open. Arrowverse rewatch update. Finished season 2 with Flash and Zoom killing Henry. Broke me. Yeah, dude, that was a heavy moment. Hazbin and Helva are both great. Speaking of Helva, have you seen that Brandon Rogers came out of Baby No Money's concert? I love their chemistry. I love how he's been in so many of his skits, and I love that. I mean, in the skits, that character is Baby No Money's fucking mom, And I love that they carried that on to the concert. That was hilarious. I have seen that. It's so fun. Currently watching season 4 of Arrow. What do you think of Damien? I think he's an interesting character. I think he's a fun character. I think he feels really out of place in Arrow. I think once he moves over to Legends as one of their villains, he fit in a lot better, personally. Favorite video game series whose mechanics evolved with each entry? I mean, that's most games. I would say, like, arguably, like, I think like Kingdom Hearts, it's evolved, but not a lot. There's always new mechanics, but I'll get the overall gist of the gameplay is mostly the same. So my favorite video game series is Kingdom Hearts, but I'm going to disqualify that one right now just simply because I don't know if there's that much evolution from game to game. I mean, from 1 to 2, definitely. But from 2, I mean, God, and then like you consider the other spinoffs, it's just the gameplay is just all over the place. You really only can look at the mainline games. Anyway, Halo, probably, even though I don't even know if I can say that too, because I don't like the evolution of the gameplay for Halo. I feel like it got away from what made Halo charming. Resident Evil, from the tank controls to where we are now with the third person, I'll go with that. I think because that's the biggest leap in evolution, I think. Hey, I didn't miss a live stream this time. Welcome, Isaac. Poor Baelor Targaryen. It's always good men dying in Game of Thrones universe. Yeah, that's unfortunately how everything, it's how the cookie crumbles, as they might say. What's up, Lucius? We're doing well today. Keep up the good work, and don't forget to caffeinate, hydrate, and don't forget to smile, even if things seem rough. Love you, and hugs. You make me smile. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. For a second, I was like, oh, you kind of made a rhyme there, except it's smile and smile. So then I was like, So that's what was going on in my head there when I had that pause at the end of that. You as well. You as that well. As much as I would love to, like, kick caffeine, I can't. I do need to be better about hydrating, though. I also think that Felicity was being unreasonable breaking up with Oliver after finding out that he had a son. Yeah, there was like a little stretch where I was like, Felicity, the fuck are you doing right now? What's up, Superbad? Are you already dreading finishing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7? Honestly, I'm kind of like, I'm ready for a break. I love it to death. But I am going to take a break after Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. before I start up a new show. I probably won't fill that slot until this assault of content is over. So, there's that. But it's easily one of the best superhero shows ever. Hate to break it, but it seems like The Last of Us is definitely ending with season 3, if what the cast and crew are saying is true. I haven't seen too much, other than I have seen where Bella Ramsey is starting to really kind of branch out into other projects. After season 2, they may have fucked up so hard that maybe they don't feel confident in actually dragging it out. If they end up shortening it into one season, that's going to be devastating to the storyline. Oh man, to this day, Arrow is my favorite Arrowverse show of all time. Same. Flash was great, Legends of Tomorrow, but Arrow, goddamn, I love it. Same. Like, Arrow is hands down my favorite out of the entire bunch. I also think it's just the most consistent. I think Flash might have some higher highs, but it's also got lower lows for sure, I think. Not gonna lie, Godzilla and Doomsday, I would watch that. Also, John Constantine showing up, Matt Ryan is amazing. Agreed. He's iconic as that character. I have to say Aegon might be an ass, but God, he can fight. Poor Dunk got a lot of wounds. Not all of those wounds came from him, though. He already got rocked by a couple different flails and maces and stabbed prematurely. Well, at least he got stabbed that first time by Aegon. Or Arian. It's Arian that he got fucked up by. But even despite all of that, yeah, he still held his own while that kid was still mostly unscathed. So I do think that, I think if they had done a straight no horses 1v1, I think Dunk would have fucked him up. What's up, Rice Cake? Just got finished watching your heated rivalry reaction. I also have episode 3 as my favorite. Skip's relationship is so adorable. Also, have you seen anyone else's reaction for the show? I haven't. I've skimmed people's reactions just to see how they handled YouTube and certain scenes. As far as what was said, what was the reaction to the scenes, I haven't actually watched anybody's reactions. I was mostly just doing it for research on how to handle some of the censoring that I need to put out there. How am I liking Welcome to Derry? Loved it. It's a little rocky here and there, but for the most part, it keeps its quality pretty steady the whole way through. The finale was crazy, wild implications that infect even the films themselves, and it's got me really excited for subsequent seasons. Yeah, that's better. Funny as the new story, Toy Story 5 looks, I kind of wish Pixar had let it go. The first 3 films are close to the perfect trilogy. And I think they already pushed their luck with 4, and 4 wound up being really fucking good as well. And who knows, 5 could be really good as well. It's just another thing, like, you can't win every time. You're gonna eventually push your luck, I'm sure. But the trailer, I'm not gonna lie, okay, sorry, I forgot a trailer. I did watch the Toy Story 5 trailer. It didn't look half bad. I mean, it didn't look like, it looked like when I heard the premise, it was about what I expected. I don't know how much depth this conversation or this message is going to have, what the impact is going to be by the end, but we'll see. I'll give it a chance. Started rewatching Danny Phantom because I haven't watched it since I was a kid, and man, it's so fucking good. It's my new hyperfixation. K-pop Demon Hunters was my hyperfixation for so long. I did like Danny Phantom a lot when I was a kid too. It was so cool, the whole concept of it. I was like towards the tail end of me phasing away from Nickelodeon in general for a time. Woo! Happy Saturday, my dudes. What's up, Stairface? I'll post that video I asked you about, which was the reaction to the halftime show. And so far, no copyright gods have personally come to destroy me, so looking good. Hell yeah, that's good. Please pinky promise us that you will get to Demon Slayer. It's a life-changing anime. Interesting. Out of the ones that I really feel like I need to catch up on as far as like what's culturally in the zeitgeist right now, I feel like My Hero's up there, Demon Slayer, JJK is another one that people can't shut up about. Solo Leveling, I've heard some crazy stuff about. Not like story or anything like that, but like people like praise. There's another one I'm blanking on right now as well, but those like Demon Slayer and My Hero probably the two that I feel like I would want to get into first. Yeah. If I get around to it. I heard that casting for Ryan Coogler's X-Files reboot is underway. It is. I saw that post. I love that we're getting kind of regular updates on it as of late. It's like almost once a month we've been getting an update on it, which is nice to hear for me. There's a new Mummy movie coming out. I've been seeing mentions of the Mummy. Just thought there was an anniversary coming up. There also is. They're doing anniversary screenings of The Mummy Returns coming back to theaters for its anniversary. It's confirmed that there will be a new sequel to The Mummy with Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz coming back as well. The next one on Patreon, 211. Okay. Yeah, I've heard, I saw a couple of comments being, dude, these next two are my favorites. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty hyped up. I really loved 210. 210 was awesome. Did you hear about the new popular fan cast for the DCU Batman that's been going around? I have not at all. I finally finished my Nightmare Before Christmas Lego set. It's so cool. It's so bigger than I thought, but I made room. Hell yeah, man. That's the thing. I can't wait to get a new place just so I can have more room for my shit. Mostly it's for the cats to have more room for them. But that's the main goal, is also, and hopefully a bigger space for my set as well. Girding your loins means prepare yourself for action, strenuous effort, or a difficult challenge. What the fuck does girding mean then? To gird means to encircle, bind, or secure something with a band or belt. I don't know if I want to do that with my loins. That sounds unpleasant. Well, okay. To some, that might actually be very pleasant. There's a whole subsect of people that would really enjoy that. Glad Knights of the Seven Kingdoms didn't spoil anything from House of the Dragon yet. I was worried it would talk about how the Dance of Dragons ended. I'm pretty sure Game of Thrones talked about it at least once. But I know it spoils Knights of the Seven Kingdom. But I'm pretty sure House of the Dragons end also got mentioned at one point or time. Lute's gotta at least be a secondary antagonist next season. I think we had Gravity after Sarah made it clear that the hell was gonna stand a chance. It would have fixed my only complaint about season 2. Yeah, I feel you there, but I feel like the way they've talked about Lute is that she's like gonna be a slow burn villain. I feel like maybe when, I don't know. I feel like maybe it may just continue to build in season 3, sorry. So I don't know, it's hard to say. Now building my Lego Wicked book nook. Hell yeah. Do you wish a Ben Solo movie could have been made? He's my favorite character he's the only, I mean, he's the most interesting character about from the entire sequel trilogy. So if they were going to make one, sure. But I'm excited to see the reactions to the Good Omens finale drop on the channel. I just know I'm gonna cry again, just like when I saw it by myself. I can't remember if I cried or not. I was definitely in knots. I can't remember actually. I kind of like blacked out, I think, towards the end. I can't believe that we're actually getting a Ghost Rider in Avengers Doomsday. Is that confirmed? I haven't seen anything for that. I feel like we haven't heard anything about season 3 of Wednesday. I'm not even sure if it's coming out this year or next year. I mean, other than it being greenlit and confirmed, I don't know, but who knows, man. With Jenna Ortega, dude, she does not, her infatuation with this character seems like it has absolutely died. So we will see. There's one shot in the trailer of Kristen Cole standing inside of a massive footprint of a dragon that reminded me of the Jurassic Park so much. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's immediately where my mind went to when I saw that shot in the trailer. The zombies coming back in season 2 of Good Omens was absolutely highlight. Mark Gatiss being let off the leash to be unhinged is always a treat. Did you ever watch The League of Gentlemen? The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, or is the League of is that the same thing, or is this something different? Either or. No, I haven't seen it. How involved do you think Magneto and Professor Xavier are going to be in Avengers Doomsday? With the size of the cast, it's hard to say. I think the X-Men are going to have a significant part, obviously. How much those two specifically are going to play a part? Hard to say. Maybe not that much, but who knows? You think the 6-7 meme / trend will die down? So far, it's still going strong for some reason. I was gutted all the Half-Life 3 rumors died down. I was really hoping the best FPS ever was going to get a sequel. I've still never played either Half-Lifes. It's still on my list of games I need to play. Has anyone used GeForce Now? I'll be staying with my mom for a few weeks and her computer runs on hamster power. I think you still need a decent amount of RAM to run it, but I've never actually messed around with it. I mean, your biggest hurdle with that is going to be internet speed. That's going to be your biggest bout with that. I've only really messed around with PlayStation Now, and that was, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but there was like such a noticeable lag and delay between when you do something on the controller versus when it happens, and it disconnected all the time. Sam uses what is it? What's the Xbox one? Game Pass. Well, Game Pass lets you download the games. I don't know that she streams anything, so I don't know. I've heard that's better, so it's hard to say. Either way, your biggest biggest thing you got to worry about with any of these is the internet speed, because it's going to affect how much lag you feel. So I haven't messed around with GeForce, so I can't speak on it. So anybody else wants to chime in, please do. Definitely gird, to prepare oneself for action, henceforth the girding of one's loins. I swear it's an actual phrase. I thought it was a misspelling. That's why I was like, what is this? That headline better be a lie. Steam Decks kick the shit out of the Switch, in my opinion. Well, I mean, it's just a portable handheld PC. I mean, yeah, it's obvious it's going to. On accessibility, what you can do with it, on all the other stuff. I mean, Switch is, unless you jailbreak it, it's just Nintendo games. And the Steam Decks had, at least until the Switch 2, I don't know how it compares. For the Switch 2's, at least it's significantly more powerful than obviously the first one, but I think the Steam Decks kind of kick it out of the water. Knights of the Seven Kingdoms just went from a funny show to serious, my heartbreaking show. Yeah, it really took a turn there towards the end, didn't it? I'm real curious how this next episode's going to close out the season, though. I mean, like add-ons and stuff in-game. Oh, okay. Spending $5 on an add-on. Okay, that makes more sense than you're like, I don't plan on ever spending more than £5 on a full game. I was like, what? Sorry, sir. Pong is $5.99. Worst MCU movie for sure is Love and Thunder. Another one right there on our side here. I can't pick a name. Hello. Howdy, howdy. It's also so wild to hear the show mention Ottawa as someone who lives there. I'm definitely not used to that. It's always a delight. I mean, very rarely are things set in West Virginia, so I can't always be like, aha, or that's not a real place. You know, it's a very handful amount of time, so it is a delightful. I understand that feeling though when it does happen. Most mentions of West Virginia though in a single thing is it comes up quite frequently in the X-Files, and not always for bad reasons, which is nice, because that's also, there's a whole like trope surrounding that in Hollywood that got real annoying. What's your opinion on 1, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and 2, is Dark World miles better than Thor: Love and Thunder? Miles better? I won't go that far. I do think it is a better movie, for sure. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is probably also on the lower end of the spectrum for me as well. It's just tonally dissonant with itself. There's some things about it that I really liked, but there's a lot of stuff about it that I think just were really disappointing, didn't work, or had no impact really in the grand scheme of things for me in the way that I was hoping it would. Compared to how much I loved the first Doctor Strange, I was pretty disappointed with it in the end. There's some really cool stuff, but I got some issues with it. Got a new fan cast, Josh Gad as Mojo. He has that charming and funny charisma that matches Mojo's. That would be interesting. That could be fun. I could see that. I was watching Attack of the Clones reaction from newcomers to the franchise. The reactions keep thinking Palpatine is evil before they find out who he is. So they started with the prequels. Is that what I'm understanding here? Then again, I guess there were some people that watched the sequels and still was confused by who he was early on too. So I guess that's also not unheard of. I've accidentally memorized your show schedule, so now every day I'm just like, oh, new so-and-so reaction from Omni today. Thank you. I'm glad somebody pays attention to when I release things. I still get every time from sometimes the same people. It's like, hey, when's this coming out? The same time next week. Maybe not same time at least. Sometimes the time does vary if there's copyright issues or if I have an issue with work that takes precedent. But almost always, unless I post something about it, it's going to be at least that day. I usually shoot for releasing something at 9, 10, 12, or 2, and if I have to, 4. Unless I'm just like, I just want to get it out, and I'm just like, since Daredevil Born Again Season 3 and Invincible Season 4 and The Boys, Season 2, sorry, correcting you here. Invincible Season 4 and The Boys final season come out in the same month. Not sure how I'm supposed to watch all 3 of them, especially since when they overlap, Invincible and The Boys have episodes the same night. Life in the US right now is a little, you may not sleep now. There are monsters nearby. I can't tell you how much sleep. Obviously, I have sleep issues to begin with, and my anxiety keeps me up at night, as well as mild bouts of insomnia, but there's been nights where I just can't shut down purely because of shit I just read about what's happening in the world. I've lost so much sleep just thinking about terrible shit going on in the world. So it's another reason why I really appreciate these little reprieves. Because even like behind the scenes stuff, like it's just like, it's almost constant. Unless I'm drowning it out with something. The Mando and Grogu we have Starfighter Celebration next year. True. Though there's a boycott of Celebration, though I don't know how that's going to go. With Fiona and Brad Dourif canceling the convention attendance last minute, gives me hope that something Chucky related came up. Something came up, and Fiona said it was something that she couldn't turn down or refuse. But yes, they both canceled. That's another thing. I haven't heard a comment from Brad, but that's maybe telling. But from both Jennifer Tilly and Devin Sawa, they both have given pretty solid stances that something's coming still. So hopefully that's true. I would like to catch them at a convention one of these days. I think she's fantastic, and Brad is just an icon. Also don't have much time with Brad, I would presume. God forbid, knock on everything. Since Mando Grogu movie is a continuation of the series, do you think they feel they don't need a lot of promotion because the fans are going to watch it, not new people who don't know what it is? They could feel that way, but I feel like that's not the way you want to get the most bang for your buck. I think I saw you in Awesome Con. When you saw Hayden, because I was seeing Yuri Lowenthal, Charlie Cox. Should have said hi. I know it was you, and I was hella shy. Oh, hey, I do not get bothered or annoyed or anything when anybody walks up to me at a convention. If anything, I'm just like, come on. I feel bad when I know somebody's there sometimes and they don't say anything, and I can't really control that. And it's not pressuring you either. But I was like, if somebody's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be there, hope I bump into you, I try to like accommodate that as best as possible. Because who knows if I get to go back again, or you get to go back again. You know, it's one of those things. I was like, I'll try to provide some fulfillment for that if at all possible. So, yeah, if there's ever a point where at the same place at the same time, I try to make that possible. Maybe I should start doing like a schedule, like, oh, I'm going to be at this place. So it's just so hard, man, because I feel like half the time I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off at those things, or I'm just in lines forever. Daredevil's a month away now. What are you most hyped for, Omni? Daredevil Born Again Season 2 or The Boys final season? Daredevil. Daredevil, easy. Easy. I like the Boys. I love Daredevil. Hope you don't think I use you as background just to build Legos too. It's okay. I'm used to being used. Hope they stop making Thor into a joke. I feel like with what Chris Hemsworth has said, they went too far with Thor Love and Thunder. He felt that even when they did that, and I feel like the next one will be different, but hopefully in a better direction. Gillian Anderson is coming to Comic-Con in Liverpool, UK soon, where I'm from. Matt Smith, Karen Gillan too. Ah, lucky. Bill Shatner, Hopper, Lucas, and the dog from Deadpool. Yeah, that dog's been getting around, man. But I've missed out on Karen. Matt hasn't been into any of the ones that have been out. Karen's canceled one of the ones she was going to be at that I was going to be at, which was unfortunate. Jillian, I have met, and she was a delight. She's funny. He makes banana jokes. Wear headphones. I didn't. Let's see. We still get the battles from the book in the season 3 and season 4, but the story around those battles will be different. I think where the different characters are involved, different character deaths. I mean, that would be a choice for sure. I mean, we'll find out. Jesus fucking Krispy Kreme donuts, Lily. Yeah, I got the K-pop Demon Hunters Funko Pops like in January, but I was bummed because they haven't got delivered till I was done with New York Comic Con, so I missed my chance to get them signed. Oh, that sucks. See, I'm confused with how this works for Level Up because it's like a pre-order thing, and it's just like it reads like the Funkos will get mailed to them, they'll sign it, and then they'll be mailed to me, but it's also supposed to be like an in-person thing. Completely unclear how that's supposed to work, so I don't know what to expect. I've emailed the staff at Level Up trying to get some clarification on it. I've emailed the people that did the pre-orders, and they just like ask the event. We don't know how they're handling that. We just handle the shipping and to and from of the product. I was like, the fuck? Lily keeping the caps way afloat. We love Lily. We very much so love Lily here. I forgot to mention last week, but I've been obsessed with Bad Bunny's Super Bowl performance. I think it's the first time I've ever cared about anything Super Bowl related other than Rihanna. I mean, I gotta agree with that as well too, like 100%. My hope is that House of the Dragon Season 3 will still be entertaining. That's where I'm at right now. I don't want to be a book purist, but I hope they come out of it and saying that I feel entertained. Yeah, at the end of the day, that's all I can hope for as well. I wonder why we haven't seen any teasers or a trailer for the HBO Lantern TV show. When's it slated to come out again? I thought it was still a ways away. I mean, it's this year, but I thought it was a little further away. I did see the trailer for Toy Story. I completely forgot about it, Ginger. Yeah, speaking of pets, I got another bunny. So my other bunny has a sister, so he wouldn't be lonely. She's very tiny, very cute. We named her Hazak from Watership Down. Never seen that. All I know about that movie is I've heard that it's extremely depressing. Like my other bunny is named Fiverr. Speaking of money, I quit my job. Finally, shit had me burnt out. I worked for the U.S. Health Insurance. Oh God. Yeah, I can't imagine that being a walk through the flowers. It says 2024, no more daily panic attacks and crying myself to sleep at night. Woo! I assume too that's a call center environment too. Those things are soul sucking. When I worked at one it was an internet provider. I did tech support for an internet provider. It was I had so many breakdowns just with that onslaught of that environment. Oh my God, I dreaded it. Hazel is what I meant. Hazel, not Hazak. Okay, I gotcha. What are the chances we see America Chavez or Kamala Khan in the MCU again? Kamala Khan, almost a guarantee. America Chavez, who knows? Who knows? Can't wait to see Scream 7 this week. Hope you enjoy it. I will be waiting to for that to hit the open seas. I think for that one. Curious if Chris Hemsworth is sticking around. Will there be 2 actors playing Thor if we get new actors playing Iron Man and Captain America? It's a good question. That's a good question. I would hazard a guess, no. He probably will be the de facto Thor, even if they do recast the others. We'll have to see, though. When do you think we'll see news or updates for Cage 4? Because I think we have pictures of what it looks like, but don't know nothing else about it. I don't know, man. I have no idea. They said it's making progress slowly but surely. I think Square is very focused on Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. And I feel like we'll probably, I mean, we might get some smaller updates here and there before that, but I think all their attention is on completing that trilogy, and then we'll see. But I am desperate for some 4 news. I tried to replay KH1, get to Maleficent, and rage quit to KH2. Why'd you rage quit? Just because the fight is, I mean, that fight's annoying. That's for sure. Is that why? Dude, the fight that, I mean, that and the Riku fight, I think, are the 2 most annoying ones outside of Ursula and, shit, what's its name? The Devil in the Mountain. What's that thing called? No. Fantasia. Chernabog. I kept wanting to say Balrog, but I know that's wrong because that's Lord of the Rings. Let's see. Speaking of Arrowverse, I like Arrow, the Flash TV show. Why did it take Barry and Oliver to reveal who they were? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, they both knew who each other were. You mean like to their respective partners? Are you going to have a break of One Piece too? No. One Piece, that journey is not going to end anytime soon. So I want to not lose out on as much progress as possible. One Piece, I will try to keep on chugging ahead. What's up, Summer? Aloha from the West Coast. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. My roommates got me tickets to Final Fantasy Distant World Symphony, and I'm excited. Dude, I'm so jealous. I want to go to one of those so bad. That and gaming, what's that? Live gaming live symphony, or the KH Orchestra. Are 3 things I would love to go to. By the way, the actor playing Baylor is going to be Cornelius Fudge in Harry Potter show. Really interesting. How would you feel they cut out the Rat King from season 3 entirely? I mean, that would be really fucking. They set it up already. That would be really fucking disappointed. One of my biggest gripes from The Last of Us Season 3 is hardly anything happened in Seattle Days 1, 2, or I think me too. T and 3 from Ellie's perspective, felt like nothing was happening compared to the game. Yeah, I get that. People are going to be happy that The Last of Us show is going to be done after Season 3 because of the last season where everyone on their mama hated it. People just hated Ellie saying, I'm going to be a dad. There was a lot of people that really rolled their eyes at that. But there's also just a lot of your general audiences that cannot go on the journey with a certain character being killed off that they grew to love and blah, 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 blah. I mean, that was true of the game as well. I mean, that's part of the challenge, is going along for that ride. And for some people, that was the draw. And, you know, without that, the vacuum, some people aren't willing to entertain that. Show's very different than the game culture surrounding it. So, like once you bought it, you bought the game. So, with a show, you can just turn it off and not watch the next episode. So I think there's a multitude of things that worked with it. Them butchering Ellie's arc, her storyline. Then you got the people that got cringed out by that. You got all the people that continue to be homophobic about certain things, especially leaning into the Dina relationship. And then obviously, major player, no longer part of the show kind of thing. There's a lot of things I feel like I knew going into this it was going to be really difficult with general audiences to be able to reconcile with the show and the game, and that's kind of the point. Kind of the point. I mean, it is the point. It's not even kind of the point. It's the point. The way they handled this show, though, was real frustrating, especially as somebody who played the game. They completely dropped the ball on Ellie's the entire vibe of that section with Ellie. Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to beat that horse anymore. Should I start watching Heated Rivalry? I feel like it would be too spicy for me. It's surprisingly not that spicy. I expected... with the way people talk about it, I expected a lot worse. I still can't show it on... I still can't show it like shit on YouTube just because YouTube's weird. Even anything remotely suggestive sometimes can get a little dicey. I mean, there's no dong, there's no penetration. Okay, I lied. There is one itty bitty tiny little penis shot. When someone sends a dick pic, it's just like a jump scare dick pic, gone. Other than that, you don't really see anything. It was, I expected it to be way worse than it was on that front. But it's really good. It's wholesome, it's emotional, it's a great story. And even the spicy stuff, it's for a reason. Like, it's not gratuitous at all. Mostly. Arian's saying I withdraw my accusation made me mad because he was a coward not to do it, the traditional trial by combat 1v1 with Dunk, and the father will be mad at him now because he killed his brother. Yes. Yeah, it's going to get real interesting. Did you hear that Jeffrey Dean Morgan watched Heated Rivalry? I have not. I'd be very curious to hear what he thought, though. Demon Slayer is better than One Piece, that's for sure. Wink, wink. Are you okay? Is somebody holding you hostage? I mean, I can't speak for it. I can't say one thing or the other right now. I haven't finished One Piece and I haven't watched much of Demon Slayer, but I'd be hard pressed to say that I doubt I'll enjoy it more than One Piece. And I was a One Piece hater back in the day. What's next? Freaking Lanterns, X-Men 97, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man in April. Oh my God, yeah, Jesus. Yeah, let's calm down, guys. Let's calm down. Give me a break, please. Not everything has to come out in April, March, and May. Speaking of, if we do get a release date for Friendly Neighborhood, I may start season 1. We'll see. I have a good feeling that Knights of the Seven Kingdoms will definitely be somewhere in my top 5 series this year. Probably, for sure. I was perfect age for Danny Phantom when it first aired out, and that definitely was a hyperfixation for D. Danny is very trans, mass-coded. He's an icon for our community. I've never heard that one, but that's cool. I did not know that. Chainsaw Man. Yeah, that's another one that I forgot about. Do any of your cats chase their own tails? My cats do for some reason. None of my current cats do, but I have had many a cat that has. I was going to make a jockstrap joke, but I'm going to just shut my mouth. Interesting. Example, if you were wearing a tunic or something like that, you would gird your loins with the cloth before the physical effort. Oh, okay. If we get more loot being goaded on by Hallucination Adam, I will also accept that. Yeah, I think we would definitely get more of that, for sure. Actually, you're right, Omni. They mentioned how Rhaenyra's story ended in Game of Thrones, as well as how Dunk's story ended. Joffrey the King spoils it. Hey, don't forget my man, Poe Dameron, rude. I mean, I like Poe. I like Poe a lot. But I think interest-wise, intrigue-wise, Ben, I do think he outshines everybody. Filming for season 3 has started in Ireland. QQ. Ghost Rider variant has been confirmed to be in Tuesday. Oh, I must have missed that update. McForgiana seems like she wants to act in a bunch of stuff, but everyone just wants to pigeonhole her in shows. I mean, she did it for the experience of it, I think, initially, but being contracted into all these other seasons because it happened to be so super successful, I think was not what she had planned on. And she's talked about a lot of times how being in those uniforms and all that kind of stuff is just very, very demeaning for her personally. So who knows? That might change with the school spoilers not being part of the story in the next season. Maybe it'll be easier next season. I don't know. Favorite character from the House of the Dragon is Aegon II. The actor is so dang good. My favorite character for House of the Dragon so far is Rhaenyra and then Daemon, I think. I don't think Jenna Ortega likes to be Wednesday the character anymore. Yeah, I don't think so either. Jenna Ortega for me is like what McKenna Grace is doing, being in every show or movie possible. I really don't think she's in as much things as you might think. I don't see her pop up that often. And McKenna Grace very few things as well. Personally, that's just my perception. You think any of our heroes in Avengers Doomsday is going to be aura farming the whole movie? I mean, I feel like most of them will. I mean, that's part of the spectacle of them getting together, but who would be doing it the most? I don't know. That's a toughie. Maybe, I want to say like Cyclops for some reason. It sounds like Jason Momoa. That dude is in everything. I can't stand him or his face. He has been popping up in a lot, but I still love the man. I've seen the trailer for a movie called Slanted. This movie is giving Substance and Mean Girls vibes for some reason. And of course, McKenna Grace is in that too. No, I actually haven't heard of that one yet. It's not. The League of Gentlemen was a dark British comedy show by Mark Gatiss, Reese Smearsmith, and Steve Pemberton. Gozier the Other Night Zombie, and it was hilarious. Oh, okay. And yeah, no, I've never heard of it at all. I wonder how Alistair and Lilith will interact in season 3 of Hazbin. Good question. We'll have to wait and find out. Am I looking forward to the Halloween game? I'm very interested in it because I loved that studio's Friday the 13th game, and I'm still so heartbroken about what happened to that game and why it shut down and all the legal bullshit that destroyed such a fun game. Now they've moved on, taken what they learned from that and incorporated it into this. A lot of the same mechanics are still at play, with a bunch of new stuff. Plus, I love Halloween. As far as like the horror franchises go, that's my favorite. But there was something fun and just campy, well, literally campy, about the Friday the 13th game. That was so much fun. So if any of that lives on in this spiritually, I'll be excited for it. Fun fact, the Avengers own the McElroy Boys and their dad's D&D podcast. Second campaign they did was called Amnesty and was set in West Virginia. No surprise given the boys, but still. Yeah, I really need to look into more of the Adventure Zone stuff, because I would really like to dive into that. Those guys are awesome. Same bat time, same bat schedule. If you get Josh Gad back from the Doorman. True. Don't remember your schedule, but I'm just waiting for it. Not asking for it because it's not my type priority. I appreciate it. The reactors started the release order. They started going with the originals and went to the prequels, where Palpatine looks different pre-burnt face. Kinda. I mean, I guess you're not gonna, I guess. I mean, even as like a 11-year-old, I was not fooled. But hey, whatever. To each their own. What are your thoughts on Ming-Na Wen being cast for season 3 of Percy Jackson? Hell yeah. Ming-Na Wen, now. That's what I say. The more Ming-Na we can get, the better, I say. So I saw that and I perked up. I got excited. Speaking of Star Wars, I'm excited for the Star Wars racing game. It's the same devs as Need for Speed. My question following that would be which Need for Speed, because that is very important. But for all I've seen from it, I like it. I kind of wish it was just pods, but I also understand why it's not just pods. It looks sick as hell. I love Star Wars Pod Racer. I played so much of that. Yeah, no, I actually I'm pretty excited for that one, I'll say. Seeing Embo in the live action Mando and Grogu trailer was freaking awesome. Yeah, that was actually kind of surprised me there to, seeing him on top of all the Hutt stuff. You saw the twins, we saw Rada, Zeb kicking some butt, lots of fun little cameos sprinkled all throughout. And it just makes you wonder like what all they're going to be holding back. People kept posting pretty collages of Keith David because he finally got a star on the Walk of Fame. But the way shit's going these days, I kept thinking he died. Just terrifying me all damn day. Yeah, no, I see that all the time. Something with a actor comes up like that. I'm like, oh no, what's this say? Okay, oh, okay, we're good. Yeah, no, finally got it down. When I said Daredevil Board Against Season 3, what am I Season 2? Sorry about that. No, I knew what you meant. I I just corrected you. Yeah, hey, I get you. It's been a very long line for Miss Melissa Barrera in a Monster Mania con, but my sis is around. We get to cut the long lines because she can't stand around for too long, or she'll be hella dizzy. Yeah. If I remember right, AwesomeCon also didn't have like fast passes too, which was rough. Any convention I go to, I try to always grab one of those things if they offer it, because it makes the day so much easier. There's still going to be people where even their fast pass line is still time consuming, but a lot of the times, if you're just in the general audience line, unless you're the first person there at the start of it, that's an whole day effort. Like, I spent 8 hours in Grant Gustin's line the first time I went, without a fast pass, and I was like, never again. Let's see, slated for the end of summer this year, so it could mean August or September. Yeah, so it not having a trailer yet kind of makes sense. Yeah, we're starting to get little pieces of things like the logo and certain stuff. I'm sure we'll get something a little bit later. I want to try and get to a convention this year sometime. It's been almost a decade. What are your thoughts on OpenAI? Think they'll go bankrupt or create true AGI before the end of the year? I do hope that you think RAM will... And do you think RAM will ever be affordable again? Affordable in the way that it used to? No. I doubt it will ever get to that point with RAM. As far as the OpenAI stuff, I don't know, man. I just wish that shit would burst. It's infecting way too much on the creative sphere. You know, I understand it helping it with like menial tasks and stuff like that here and there, but so many people are pushing it to replace people in every industry when we've got such a job issue right now. Like, they want, like, nobody cares about people, like, and certainly not these businesses, certainly not this administration. It's all about fattening the wallets, and yeah. AI is just another thing like machines. It's a job stealer, it's a job taker, it's removing humanity from everything. It's implementing into hell. Like, you can't get support from some places because you spend so much time talking to a damn bot, and it just doesn't understand. They don't get it. It doesn't work. It's just, it's infuriating. I want it to die, to be honest. Just get it the fuck out of here. I agree. Bad Bunny is my top halftime show alongside Kendrick Lamar because I love hip hop, but Bad Bunny's was so freaking good. The story was great, coupled with his songs in my rotation. Oh, a couple of your songs, his songs are in your rotation. Yeah, don't watch Watership Down, please. Yeah, don't watch it. My mom did, and she said it's really sad. I've heard it's traumatizing. Lantern's supposed to be in the summer. Love the Baby Monkey Punch. From what I've seen on TikTok, yeah, that started to float across my thing, and I saw like it being harassed by the other monkeys in that, and whatever you want to call it, their section of the zoo, whatever that place is, the retreat, the rescue place, whatever, reserve. That breaks my heart, man. Aaron probably feels bad that his uncle died because of him. We'll see how he feels. I worked at that call center since 2016. Years of 12-hour shifts, break room crash outs, being called every slur in the book, abuse from the supervisors and the callers. Yeah, it's no good. Yeah, I can't stand it, man. It was still a compromise of sorts, but going from that to an actual like help desk was so much more refreshing. And now to where I'm at now, it's just like, yeah, sure, it gets stressful sometimes, but it's mostly just like, God, it's nothing like that chaos. A call center, that is a different kind of hell. Monstro getting through Funky Monstro. Dude, Monstro was so annoying, especially to navigate. So frustrating. Not hard, but just annoying. Balrog. What are the chances to see you play Alien Isolation? I mean, it would be a replay. I've already played it before, a long time ago when I broke my hand. That was when I couldn't do anything else. I had a dinky little controller that could fit in my claw that I could do to move, and I played it the whole game like that. I don't think I played it since then. For some reason, I kept going Shoggoth, but like, no wait, that's Lovecraft. I was going to admit far too much, but Chernobog was my first villain crush way back in the day. Really? I can see the vision. You're not alone, apparently. I forgot there's going to be a new Life is Strange game. Man, now I know why it's taking a long time for KH4 news, focusing on FF and Life is Strange, etc. I mean, the Life is Strange devs within the company is a completely different group of people. But I do feel like there's probably a little crossover. Not much, but a little bit between the FF stuff and, I mean, especially since Nomura is involved in Rebirth, Remake, and all of that. So it makes sense why the Final Fantasy VII might impact Kingdom Hearts, though. They have separate development teams, though. But as far as the people lording over them, there is a little bit of crossover. Do you know if the amazing actor Ben Daniels, I think he would make a good Magneto after seeing him on Interview with the Vampire? Well, I will be starting Interview with the Vampire tonight. So I don't know if he's in there, but we'll see. When Ben Daniels. I can see the vision. I need to see him in action though. I feel like the only one who likes Life is Strange 2 the most. I haven't played it yet. The only Life is Strange that I've played was the first one. What I meant about my Oliver and Barry comment was that Oliver didn't tell anyone he was the vigilante until he was ready. Barry was telling everyone that he was the Flash. I mean, that's kind of true. I don't know, man. Half and half on the new Last of Us season. To be honest, I don't want to hear the bitching about Lev's character, or God forbid they cast a cis woman to play him. Yeah, that's another thing too. Lev, in this climate, I mean, I don't think that they would be afraid to do it at all. But I remember that conversation around this game vividly, almost more than I recall the game itself. And I just know it's just going to get so much more loud, knowing how ignorant, toxic, and fucked up people are completely confident being right now on the internet. That, yeah, that's definitely not what I was looking forward to at all, for sure. More of that. What's up, Ghostblade? Hope all is well. So far, so good. Who dies in The Last of Us? You gotta watch or play it to find out yourself. I'm not gonna say that here. I did some checking on Reacher Season 4, got announced it was expecting to air later this year or the first quarter of 2027. Hell yeah, man. Dude, I cannot wait for more Reacher. This is the first weekend in a while that I'm not working nor working out. I'm free, chilling out because I know I've got an hour worth of dressing down ahead of me on Monday. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad to see you because we don't see you that often, but you're being productive, so it's all good, all good. Have I seen that Danny Ramirez, who was Falcon and Falcon Winter Soldier, got recasted in The Last of Us show because of scheduling issues? Most likely because of Doomsday. I did see that. I did see that. I always forget that that's the same guy, that he's even in that, because of how little we've seen that character in The Last of Us right now. Can you show aroused dick in a love scene? I thought that was the uncrossable line. We don't see that in it, other than that one picture, which obviously I blurred. Unless that's what you were talking about. Buddy, it's 1,000 episodes. Who's got time for all that? I sure don't. I'm making the time. Honestly, with how fast I've been breezing through Scrubs, if I wasn't reacting to it, if I wasn't editing it, I could probably just finish it in a couple of weeks. Like, it's not, it seems like a lot, but like, If you're just binging it, I feel like you can blow through it pretty quick. I feel like you should be a comedian. I don't think I'm that funny. I'm cringy as all hell, and I take pride in that, but I don't know if I'm legitimately funny. Is there anything left to come out in the summer? I have no idea what our summer lineup is. Jeffrey Dean Morgan said he's still recovering. That's so good. Aww. Demon Slayer better than One Piece? I'll give Demon Slayer the respect it deserves in terms of consistent pacing, but I'm not going to turncoat a show that has my heart. I feel that some fans will like season 3. A lot of people like Show Abby. I do like Show Abby. So, I don't know. We'll see. It just will suck if they just feel, if they feel that they can't do the whole story. If we're cheated out of the whole story, that's gonna suck. Also, the last time I tried to watch a new anime, it was Wonder Egg Priority, and it pissed me off so bad that I was like, nope. I haven't even heard of that one. There we go. Nah, it's just playing. I bet One Piece, the anime, is better than Demon Slayer, but I'm watching live action cause not having a 1,000 episode BS. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, the live action is what motivate. I was like you until I watched the first season of the live action. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch this. Told myself I'd stop once I got to where the live action ended, and well, I haven't stopped. One Piece is my favorite cause it has a pillar that brought me and my brothers together more. Eventually I gotta put my foot down. Y'all can't be allowed to say a show is goated if you can't recommend skipping episodes or entire arcs. I mean, that's valid. If Last of Us Season 3 is 14 episodes, it would make sense. 7 episodes as Abby, 7 showing the end of the game with some added content. Yeah, I mean, we don't know the episode count. If it's got more episodes, maybe they can do it. Yeah, I could say Demon Slayer Chainsaw Band is goated because I watched all of it, but not the movies, though. So Shinja Ortega doesn't really... I want to go back to this. I mean, most of the time the movies don't matter, to be fair. Except for Demon Slayer, because the movies are episodes, which is weird. That's something I learned after the fact. Since Shinja Ortega doesn't really want to play Wizard character anymore, you think she should be recast? I mean, just end it, if that's what you're gonna do. I wouldn't want to see someone try to imitate her Wednesday. Yeah, you're gonna give Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man a go. I hope you enjoy it. It's so good. Like I said, I've heard the story is really great. I've just seen so much of the animation, and I think the animation, everything I've seen for the animation, I love the style, but the animation itself was laughably bad in a lot of the things I saw. The fight between him and Daredevil, like, I was like, this looks terrible. But I've heard the story is great, so I will give it a chance. Maybe a little bit close. I missed the wave, but maybe I'll give it a shot when season 2 is a little bit closer around the corner. Still in my 10 hat, Lilith is in heaven is a disguise Eve, or Rosie in hell is Lilith disguise bullshit. You're not alone on that one. You're not alone on that one. Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer are definitely goated. If they cut Rat King section out, that would be a cheap move. Would you rather that happen or change where Ellie is involved in fighting with Abby? I don't know. Change the Ellie Abby thing, because the Rat King's just so cool. I don't really give a shit at this point. Infinity Castle dubbed has Channing Tatum in it. That's true. Hazbin, do you think when Lilith comes into play, she will actually be going to a person that cares and loves Charlie, but there are reasons for leaving, or a bad mom who doesn't give a damn? Oh, I'm certain she cared, and there's going to be reasons for why she left. I think it's not going to be I really doubt it's going to be this toxic thing. I think there's a reason for sure. Yeah, Channing Tatum's voice Akaza's mentor. They cast Daphne Keane as Artemis for Percy Jackson, and I'm excited. I didn't see that one. I did not see that one. That's cool. I was watching the Mango and Grogu trailer. That's so funny. And my first thought was, where's Jabba? And then I remembered, he's dead. Yo, Cosmo. What's up, man? Long time. Hope you're doing well. The Adventure Zone is an easy recommend. Balance hurt me deeply, but Griffin, such a good storyteller. Wait, who? I assume Griffin's DMing. Is that right? I mean, based on that comment, that's what I'm going to assume. But it's also cool to see how they work as a family. The story goes from something they did just for a donation goal one year to this insanely heartfelt story about choosing joy and love. Let's see. Do you believe in the alien stories coming out from the government, or is this just marketing for Spielberg's new sci-fi film Disclosure Day? It's definitely not that. Again, I believe that statistically there has to be an intelligent life out there. Whether or not they've been here, who fucking knows? But I think it's all just a smokescreen, as a lot of things are at the moment, to detract from a certain list that nobody's doing anything about in this country. Gonna miss Makar and Baylor's brotherly bond. Me too, man, me too. I'm just gonna miss Baylor in general. There's way too many Aegons and Daerons in Game of Thrones. We have Daeron II as king in Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and Daeron the Drunken is a prophecy guy who just talked to Dunk in the tavern. Just looked it up, and devs who are making the Star Wars Pod Racer game made Burnout. I've never played Burnout, and Need for Speed series. So, all of them? They're not being specific. That's interesting. I mean, they've had different dev cycles for the different Need for Speed games, and there's definitely ones I like way more than others. Either way, it doesn't matter. I was just mostly curious. Saw some book fans were not happy that Night of the Seven Kingdoms episode had a flashback for half the episode when we wanted to see the trial before the whole episode, but budget. It was budget. Budget was not why we saw the flashback. Budget was not the reason for the flashback. The budget was the fog, which is what they said. It was so foggy because they needed to reduce the budget. I mean, the flashback didn't do anything of the sort at all anyway. It was just also necessary. I feel like it was completely necessary, and they said as much. It was like, this is necessary. We need to put it in there. I know it's going to put some people off putting it in where we did, after where we ended, but I feel like there's no other place to put this. So I didn't mind it, and it came around exactly to what needed to be happening in that moment. I liked it. I like the way they included it a lot, but I understand a lot of people might not. Still can't believe that Catherine O'Hara from Home Alone passed away. Yep. RIP for sure there, man. More and more. My best friend's parents are taking their grandson and two friends. So 3 13-year-old boys to her first con. I say she put leashes. I would blink and lose track of them. Yeah, they're gonna be gone in a split second. Give AI the Terminator 2 treatment. Fucking burn that shit. Yeah. No, there was a good update. One of the monkeys held punch. Oh, thank God. Last thing I saw was one of them swinging that poor thing around and launching it. And then it just ran away to go cuddle with the little stuffed animal that they gave it. God, that fucking I was like, oh my God. I want to get in there and throw hands with some of these monkeys, dude. How dare you? Bad Bunny halftime is up there with Prince, MJ, and Diana Ross. For sure. If not anything, just for the vibes, man. And the whole point. If you could, would you adopt a baby monkey? If I could? No. If I had to? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Since you are already aware, yeah, Watership Down is one of those movies that traumatized a generation. Yeah, I'm still flabbergasted that she passed. Eric Dane passed away, who was from Grey's Anatomy, by ALS, a nasty disease. Made me sad because he did Interview before he passed. Yeah, that was a name I was not familiar with. I saw that popping up on my timeline. I was like, I don't know who that is. It's just unfortunate, man, all the same. Saw your announcement of the possibility of reducing the OP videos to 2 episodes a week, and my 2 cents in the long run, especially given that you go 4 weeks ahead, you're decently far into the anime. 1. Okay, where's part 2 to this? Here you are. Also, I know you're a bit pissed off at the end of episode 325 regarding Ace and Blackbeard, but they mentioned that because after Through a Bark, the next set of arcs that goes straight to the time skip. No, I know. It's just frustrating in the moment. I get why it's there. It's just, eh. Yeah, that set of orcs is the one that tell the big saga, and I was telling you about. They sprinkle Ace and Blackbeard's resolution throughout. Yeah, they've just been sprinkling Ace's whole thing over the last 200 episodes. So I'm not shocked. It is just frustrating is all. But people are like, I feel like a lot of people are very confident that the live action is going to spoil something if I don't get to a certain episode in Thriller Bark in time. So I've been recording a couple of more ahead that I'm just not going to post yet. So I'm just going to have them locked in the bucket, ready to go. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So maybe even after that point, maybe I'll go down after I've hit the thing everybody's working about, if it comes up. Otherwise, we'll see. Where did I go? I'm just happy they didn't make Abby super muscular in the show, but Game Abby looked great. I just don't want them to hear them bitching about realism about it. Yeah, people bitching was like, in a post-apocalyptic world, how could she get that jacked? And then there were people just talking about how she's just that jacked. And then people in this was like, why isn't she that jacked? You just can't fucking win, and I'm so annoyed with it. So happy you're starting to Interview with the Vampire. All the actors need Emmys. They're also good. 10 on 10 show. Yeah, that was a winner of our Good Omens replacement poll. Did Harvey Gillen ever come back in Reacher? I liked the first season. Finally, the strong silent type that drinks his respect women juice. No, I don't think so. No, that character has not resurged. Man, heated rivalry. Now that reminds me of that SNL sketch of heated rivalry in Harry Potter. Man, that shit was hilarious. Yes, I watched that without any of the context of the show, and it was quite hilarious. Wait, are you doing a reaction to Scrubs? I was considering reacting to the new season that comes out next week. I think it's 9 episodes. I think they're dumping it all at once on Hulu. So I was thinking about it. I was just been binging the original episodes just to kind of get it in my mind. So yeah, we'll see. Omni, do you watch Family Guy? I haven't watched Family Guy in years, probably over a decade since I actually willfully watched Family Guy. Love cringe, love the funny. You could be a comedian with the right audience, which would be us. Well, there you go. I don't need to, we're doing it. Also, just a fun fact, Blackbeard's crewmate, Lafitte, he's an actual historical pirate that was notorious for being the first to put a bounty on a government official. Also, he had a wine brand. Oh, that last bit's funny. Oh yeah, I've heard of Lafitte, because of the wine. But yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, Blackbeard's a real historical pirate as well. I guess I shouldn't be all that shocked that a lot of his crewmates are also. I'm cringe, but I'm free. The power of being 35 plus. True. Summer lineup as follows: House of the Dragon Season 3, X-Men 97 Season 2, Friendly Neighborhood Spider Season 2, Lanterns Adventure Quest. Do we have a date for Friendly Neighborhood? Then Lanterns of Vision Quest. If you watch OP 2 hours a day, you can catch up in around 150 days. It's not that bad, especially when you enjoy it. Yeah, especially when you're like you don't have to give a review at the end of it and then go back and edit it and do all the watch along stuff, the thumbnails, all that kind of stuff. If you're just sitting down to enjoy it, just take it in stride and you can blow through that shit. I'm thinking of the Song 1 skit about never-ending anime and the Soviden the movie bit. I'm not familiar with this skit. But at least we know One Piece is in its final saga. And sagas have been anywhere from 60 episodes to 100 and something. So we'll see. We have Spider-Gwen coming to Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man season. Yeah, all 12 Olympians are now cast. Hell yeah. What planets do you think we'll see in Mando Grogu? I think we'll see Nal Hutta. Some snowy planet. The Palace Mando is living on in Mandalorian. I'd love to see Nar Shaddaa. I think Nar Shaddaa would be really fucking cool. It also makes sense given we're dealing with the gangster world and we haven't really gone there yet. Aliens? I'm gonna start acting like Agent Shadowell. How many nipples you got? You. Chainsaw Man film is canon to the film, to the lore. Yeah, it used to not be. For modern anime, some of them have been. So it's not like a blanket statement, I guess. Griffin's DM Balance and Amnesty. Travis DMs Dust and Graduation, but I fell off after that because my attention span hates me. Okay, cool. Yeah, I feel like Griffin and Travis would be natural DMs. I mean, I feel like Justin could do it too, but you never know. I feel like they are way more geared toward that, is centered in that pocket. Watch people play Reanimal, the devs who made Little Nightmares 1 and 2, and it's actually pretty cool. I've seen this popping up, like people playing it. I have no idea what it is. I haven't heard of it at all until now. I feel like episode 3 could have been a cool placement for the flashback leading up to the puppet show incident. Yeah. Right now I'm watching people play High on Life 2, sequel to High on Life, and the devs are the ones who made Rick and Morty, and it's so fun. Oh, I didn't know there was a second one of that already. Also, never played it. I did feel like seeing King's Landing, but I don't like that what they're doing with Arlen being a drunk every time we see him, and him not noticing Dunk following him was starting to get aggravating. Yeah, I've heard people like Arlen was never like that bad or whatever. So yeah, I'm not sure of the point of that all too much. Since Spider-Man Brand New Day still comes out in July, hopefully, I hope they release a trailer soon. Same. Feels so bad for Dunk suffering from a leg wound for a week until Arlen found him. That's more on him for hiding. I feel like my frustrations was more with Dunk than it was with Arlen. When Dunk started following him out of the city, I was more frustrated with Dunk than I was with Arlen. How do you feel about the Night of Seven Kingdoms took place in one location? I mean, I like it. I mean, it's a change of pace. We got a little bit of a taste of other places through the flashbacks, but it's not like they're drastically different places. I don't know. I like the idea. It's just different. A lot of this is just different. You know, like it personally, but I know it can be jarring after seeing multiple locations. Yeah, we don't have to jump around all the time in this show, which I appreciate. Episode 5 of Night of the Seven Kingdoms was very emotional for me, especially when Egg delivered that one line. You saw Sir Duncan getting up. Yeah, dude. I've seen so many edits of Dunk getting up to different Rocky themes, and it's so good. They literally showed a gym at the stadium. People don't pay attention how Abby got jacked. Well, they're talking about, it's not the gym, but like the nutrition and proteins you would need to supposedly get that jacked with a feminine build or whatever. It's just like, it's the same argument of like people getting jacked in prison shows all the time and stuff, which again, still happens. So I don't know. It's like, we're in the apocalypse. They shouldn't have the resources for it to be sustained. You know, people will make a fucking argument out of anything, man. Hate that they're dumping all the Spider Noir episodes at once instead of 1 or 2 a week. Yeah, it's so frustrating when that happens, man. Hope the Michael Jackson movie does well. A Prince movie would be next. I'm not gonna lie, watch your reaction to the new Scrubs. I wouldn't watch it on my own, if that makes sense. I've heard really good things about these new episodes, though. So far, so good. A lot of things I'm hearing about it. It's been really good. Especially with the first article I ever saw about it, being like, this is just more of the same. Scrubs has chosen not to evolve. What's the point of just going back for more of what we used to have? And I'm like, you're saying all the same things I'm hoping for with this. I don't want it to be anything different. So that actually got me perked up to hear that negative take. When is Spider-Man Noir? I think somebody already answered that in the chat. I think I've got it on my, yeah, May 27th. I've got a list of the shows I have on the horizon listed. Friendly Neighborhood is late 2026 is all they've said so far. Yeah, what's with the disappointing shake? You make banana jokes for like 2 hours. So in 3 and 4, you're rivaling. I don't know. I don't want to hear it. It's fine. OP's final saga is already 66 episodes long. Can't wait for the anime to return in April. Yeah, I saw that as coming by. I like that they're going seasonal. It makes it easier for me in the long run, at least. And also, it just means they'll be less tempted to fillerize anything. And I feel like, I don't know, it's just interesting that they waited this long to do it. You gonna stream RE9 or just do 4-hour-long video like you were doing for your FF gameplay? I'm gonna pre-record it just because my internet upload speed, it's just not stable enough for a good-looking stream right now. So that's another reason why I want to move. I'm gonna try to get a place that has fiber. That's the hope. That's the dream. And then I'll go back to actually streaming gameplay. The other nice thing about Taz was seeing Justin come out of his shell more. In Balance, he plays a gay wizard, self-named Taco, pronounced Taco. And it was really fun to see him figure it out. Aw, that's awesome. They're such a wholesome group, man. What's up, Renee? Been a while since catching a live stream, been between sicknesses, being busy with work and life stuff. Have you been watching the Winter Olympics? I actually have not. I have not been keeping up with it at all, but welcome back. We're about to be wrapping up here real soon, so dinner should be ready soon, but we're near the end of the chat. Let's see. Next Friday, we get season 2 of Monarch as well. Yes, we do. I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that. I was confused why Dunk was hiding from Arlen. He was suffering from cold nights, sleeping on the ground and drinking muddy water from the forest floor. He didn't need to suffer, but he chose to. Listen, seasons 1 through 7 of Scrubs was awesome. The new kids / teaching hospital stuff was, that's when I fell off. Was when the new kids started taking the forefront. So 7, 8, and 9, I don't know that I've actually seen all of each of those seasons, but I did watch. I have seen seasons 1 through 7 for sure, because I felt like I remember a period where there was none of the original cast for a time, and maybe I made that up, but maybe it just felt that way. Also, the flashbacks were 13 years ago. I think they kept referencing the first Blackfire Rebellion from Damon, the first Blackfire. I think so. I think you're right too. I think they did say it was like 13 years ago or something like that. Blackfire Rebellion show, I mean. Oh, that'd be interesting. I know they're talking about doing a Mad King play about Robert's Rebellion. Not a show though, but a play. Kind of sad, but still cool to get more content like that. I would still love the book. Has the Heated Rivalry reactions done well on YouTube? Oh yeah, the first one did pretty damn good. Yeah, I mean, obviously it would have been better if I released it when everybody else was watching it, when it was the hot thing. But even like being really late to the game, at least the first one did really well. And I just posted the other one a couple hours ago. It's trending pretty good so far. So all in all, it might be worth it in the end to have not dodged it. But I definitely should have jumped on that earlier for the boon. But it's still doing well. I can never get these speedrun trophies in RE games. I've gotten it on 2, 3. I've done it on the remakes. I mean, those are the only ones with trophies, right? I've done it on the remakes. It's annoying. It has to be on a New Game Plus, though, for me. The annoying runs are the one where you have to go through the whole game without healing. That's the runs that annoy the shit out of me. Currently playing RE4 for the first time. Can't wait for RE9 this weekend. RE7 is probably the most scary for me, partly because it's first person. Yeah, RE7 taking it to the first person vibe, and you know, it definitely gives you a different experience, a different feel. It was very jarring because it is a big change for RE, but I liked 7 a lot. It definitely leaned into the horror vibes hard, which we hadn't really dealt with the franchise for a long time at that point. You can finally catch one of your lives. What's the show/movie movie you're most excited for in 2026? Movie right now is probably Spider-Man. Show right now, I would say probably Daredevil. Oh, almost forgot. Cat check. Nobody's in here right now. No one's in the office at the moment. Hello, Jordan. Also, real introvert. Thank you for stopping by. But also, we're actually about to wrap up. I apologize. What's up, Zinc? I actually have a question for you about Gravity Falls. What do you think Stan's machine is able to do, and why is he activating it? Well, when he opens it, it's like a portal. It looks like a vortex, a gateway to something. But on the inside of it, it looks similar to like what happens when Bill appears. So I don't, and then they said it's like infinite possibilities, realities, I don't know if it's like the multiverse. It's just like, I don't know. I really have no fucking idea. The closest thing is like some realm of infinite knowledge, dimensions or something. Access to other realities even, maybe. I don't know. I did see the last episode of Scrubs. Seeing JD leave Sacred Heart did get a tear out of me. Oh yeah. Which is interesting since they're going to be coming back. So I'm curious what brings them back. Don't know why, but Night of the Seven Kingdoms reminds me of a more adult Merlin series. The one with Colin Morgan. Yeah, I've never seen that one, but I have heard a lot of really good things about it. I've seen that the directors who made Barbarian made another movie called Psycho Killer, and it has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, I did see that, but with how many ratings? I haven't actually listened to anybody's thoughts on it, but I did see that such a movie came out, and nobody's talked about it. 22 reviews, 0%. 100 plus verified user ratings with a 30% audience score. That's rough. From what I remember, Barbarian being pretty beloved. What's my favorite Soulsborne game? I've only played to completion. I've only played Dark Souls 1 Remaster, Elden Ring, and Sekiro. I have played a couple of hours of Dark Souls 2 and a couple hours of Bloodborne. No, I'm sorry, not even a couple of hours, maybe 30-40 minutes of Bloodborne. But I've played a lot of Elden Ring, I played a lot of Sekiro, I beat all of those, and I did multiple runs of the Dark Souls Remaster. Out of those, I mean, Elden Ring might be my favorite out of those. I like the vibes of Sekiro, but it's a lot, I don't know. It's like limited in what you can do. And I like how much creativity and how expansive the craziness of Elden Ring. I'd probably have to go with Elden Ring right now. I really want to give Bloodborne another go. To be fair, in his defense, I was not in a setting or situation that was conducive to focusing on the game. That's all I'll say. RE9 got first person and third. I think when you play as Leon's third person, and I think when you play as Grace, it'll be in third person. I don't know though. No, it's you can choose, you can switch. It's not dependent on the person. You can toggle it for however you want to play for either character. Resident Evil Village also added that post game, where they added third person for Ethan. So I think it's getting into a thing where they're like, some people like it, some people don't, so we'll make it to where you can do either or. Been sub for some time now, would love Marvel and Star Wars stuff, but loving your Percy Jackson, and welcome to Dairy Reactions too. Well, thank you. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. Oh wait, have you seen Star vs. the Forces of Evil? I've not. If not, you should. It's so good. The intro is so good. As far as like animated stuff like that, we'll put up a poll once I'm done with Amphibia. It's Gravity Falls, then Amphibia, then after that, I will let the patrons decide what animated show will finally take the next ones. It's just that there are no plans for a Robert's Rebellion show, but then again, a year or two ago, they said there were no plans for a Dunk and Egg show. Things change. Things most certainly do change. It looks like they're looking at doing more sequels again. Looking like they're opening that door again from some recent interviews that I saw. Got a date later today. What color, guys? Red or black? Black. Her Psycho Killer was coming out, and I've heard nothing. That's oof size large. 3C talked about it and said, "Oh right, this movie." I usually agree with 3C on some things, on most things. I might check out his review on it later. One of these things that I finished, the main campaign is Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, so good. Also, HBO is going to be doing a Baldur's Gate show that takes place right after the end of 3. No idea how that's going to work. That's another thing that made me kind of fearful for The Last of Us, is because Craig Mazin is the showrunner on the Baldur's Gate show. He's currently the only showrunner on The Last of Us. Unless they're going to wait and do that once they're wrapped up, which means they're either going to be finishing sooner than expected, or they're just like, oh, let's get the fuck out of here. Did I catch the play? Did I actually play God of War? If yes, what's your favorite? I've played 1 to completion. I've played 2 and 3. And I've played 4. And I played a little bit of the PSP games. I never finished the PSP games, but I've played all of the mainline games, except for Ragnarok. I'm on a 2-year hiatus from that game right now, and I haven't continued it. Out of the ones I have played, my favorite's probably God of War 3. Yeah, my favorite's God of War 3. The one part on RE Village with the big baby. Never again. At least that segment, once you know what's happening, the first time through, it is traumatic. Check out my playthrough. It's on the channel. My RE2, RE3, and Village are all on the channel. Two, 3, 4, sorry. 2, 3, 4, and Village are all on the channel. But yeah, once you know how it goes, though, you can be done with that section in like 10 minutes. Red for me. Red is my favorite color. Red's my favorite color. But anyway. If you think about the prophecy that came true, a dragon did die in Dunk's arms, Baelor. Yeah, and he was like, did I kill the dragon? I can't say. Well, he didn't. But he did die for him, though, so it's a little... Still fighting for my life to get Ruby next after Amphibia. Elijah just finished. She's obsessed. Yeah, I've seen some of her edits. It was so funny. I don't know what was going on, but like, yeah, they seem to be really in love with all of it. The whole Skittle Squad that's been checking it out. Oh, sounds like it's gonna floop. If the fans see from the creators of The Last of Us show. I just want to know, like, was that Craig's idea to do some of the things that they did, or was that Neil's ideas to do some of the things that they did? Who knows, man. Season 1 was just so good. Got it. Red it is. I guess I'm outvoted. Made it to the spring. Well, we're about to leave. We're about to end the stream. So almost. Next week you'll have a banner on stream. No RE Requiem spoilers, just in case people want to discuss it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many people in the chat's going to be playing it, but we'll see. I'm just hoping I can make sure that I find the time for it. Because I was hoping to play RE6 this week. I may still get to. I may still get to do that. I think tomorrow I'm going to do my recordings tonight. What do I got to do tonight? I'm going to record Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., interview with the vampire, and then review the edit for tomorrow's Welcome to the Dairy, which leaves most of my day open tomorrow afternoon until Night of the Seven Kingdoms drops. That's the only thing I think tomorrow I have to do. So tomorrow afternoon, I might try to actually get into it. Let's see. I thought they were adapting God of War 2018, so I'm confused why they're casting all the Ragnarok people now. Probably because they're going to like introduce them out of order, maybe show different perspectives in the way that a show can, where the game can't, where you're locked behind a perspective. So, I don't know. I mean, it is based on God of War 2018. But I just think they're casting people early to set that up, and they will probably make minor appearances. You know, Neil left the show going into season 3. Right. But I'm just saying, like, who in the writer's room was like, let's do this? You know, that's what I mean. Who do you think will actually won the battle, Ace or Blackbeard? I want it to be Ace. I just don't know what Ace can do to him. Like, Blackbeard's fruit seems absolutely busted. Have a great night, Omni. I'll tell y'all next week if the date went well. Can't wait for the update. My YouTube keeps shitting itself, and Omni keeps trying to get off stream, so I'm a bounce. Love y'all. Be safe, everybody. Everybody take it easy. Hope y'all had a great... I hope you had a great little reprieve with us here today, and have a good weekend, and a good rest of your weekend, a good week. And we'll be back, same bat time, same bat channel next week. Lastly, we got Paula Martinez. I've been enjoying your One Piece reactions. Stay tuned for more. It's getting crazy with Thriller Bark, man. Anyway, guys, take it easy. I'm hungry. I'm going to get me some food and then get into the rest of the evening. Take care, everybody.